guys, Michaela here. Sorry the audio is not going to be great for this one. I'll try to remember to bring my little microphones next time. So we're going to get some road noise. I apologize. But essentially I wanted to take a moment and record what's going on. I've put out there that I'm leaving the country, and I think we all know why. I think I would want to do it anyway, but this just adds a sense of urgency to it, what's going on in our country. As a veteran, well, you don't have to be a veteran to be disgusted, clearly, right? Just a human being. So yeah, we're headed out. I am on the road today to take some stuff to consignment. I'm dropping stuff off at the food pantry and returning some things, essentially like clearing out what's not getting packed or sold or going with me. So yeah, I've gotten my passport, of course, and then some other details that I think might be useful to folks in preparation. I was going to try for temporary residency in Mexico, but I don't know that that's exactly where I want to land. Now keep in mind, you can't do that process inside Mexico. Other countries headed towards Costa Rica, granted this shit changes all the time, so but you can't, as of right now, do that process in Mexico. But other countries, Belize, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, I don't know about El Salvador, I haven't researched that one extensively, but Nicaragua and Costa Rica, less of an issue doing it once you're already there. And for instance, in Costa Rica, they have a digital nomad visa where someone like me working online can do their thing without having to go through more extensive requirements such as what Mexico asks. And being self-employed, it's a little different. I don't have an employer to write me a letter. I don't have leave and earning statements to share. So the documentation's different. And then of course, each consulate is different. The one in DFW's very strict, and they are only taking people in the vicinity who can prove residence in the vicinity. You get your appointment by reaching out to them via email, and then first they ask for proof that you have all the documentation, and then they're giving out appointments. But I just kind of stopped that process for now because I don't know that that's it for me. So, and I would like to explore before I commit all that effort, legwork. So we're headed to Mexico. When I say we, I mean myself and the pups and the cats. And we are hitting the road in my vehicle here. So you'll see me here probably more often than not in the beginning, especially while we're on the road. If, at the border is where they determine how much time they're going to give you in Mexico. So if they give me 6 months, maybe I'll, as a friend of mine put it, tootle around in Mexico for 6 months. And then maybe like scoot over into Belize and go from there. So we'll see as we, feeling our way through it, essentially. So that's the plan for now. I'm not going to give times exactly. I'm posting videos probably a bit after I'm just essentially not giving my location details, as any smart traveler should be mindful of, especially going it alone. You don't want to give away where you're at. I mean, come on. But I am excited to say that the first place I will be stopping in the journey, and now I'm not leaving the US for a little bit here, so I'm still in prep mode. But once I cross the border, I'm planning my first stop will be, now y'all are also gonna have to bear with my un poquito escuela en español. So Torreon, maybe. So it's gonna be west of Monterrey. And I was gonna stop in Monterrey, but it just wasn't as appealing as I found this adorable little casita in Torreon to stop for the first leg of my journey, hang out, get my bearings. And then the plan is to go from there to Mazatlan, and maybe take the ferry over to Cabo if it's worth it. But if it looks like Mazatlan, then no, because it is a ferry ride for my vehicle. Of course, it saves me from having to go up and down to Baja, but $500 it looks like it would be one way for 12 hours, 12-hour ferry ride. The issue would be my animals. I can rent a cabin, but I have my dogs. 2 of my dogs go on leashes around my waist, and they're trained for that. That's great. And then my little dog would be in, like, they have these dog baby carriers. She goes in that. And then the issue really would be the cats. I just took them for this year's vaccinations and getting ready to leave and everything. And in their carriers, one in each hand, it's just awkward as hell. So yeah, may not be doing that because, as a friend pointed out the other day, I'm gonna have to come back that way too. So unless I want to make the drive, which I do not. But essentially from there, the next goal would be Puerto Escondido, and then it's either Balicar or Bacalar, south of Tulum, then maybe Tulum, and from there maybe scooting into Belize. So that's kind of so far the gist of where, about to miss my turn, we're headed. So yeah, well, what I was going to say about the first place that I booked in Torreon, actually next to it is an HEB, guys. HEB Independencia, something like that. Independencia. So I'm just thrilled. If there were a sign, that was it for me. And yeah, I'm of course getting many other signs along the way that this is the route for me to take. Although, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking terrifying. But here we are. So that's the first update, and I will share what I know along the way as I think to share it, and hopefully it's useful to somebody. Probably plenty of folks just watching out of morbid curiosity, see what the hell happens. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All right, well, take care, and I'll see you next time.